What's up, everybody? Today I want to talk about embarrassment. I have been embarrassed more times than I can count inside of my life. In fact, let me take you to another time where I did get embarrassed. I was in college at this time, and I had an ex-girlfriend, and her and a group of people, I'm not even gonna get into it, but I said this really corny pickup line. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know why I did it. This was a while ago. This was a while ago. But it was super embarrassing. Super embarrassing. People laughed. They were all laughing at me. Whatever. But I want to talk about something. It's only embarrassing if you're embarrassed. That's the actual truth. Did you know that in other countries, the word embarrassed doesn't really even exist? I seen this one TikTok and this girl was like, I fell down. I had heels on. I fell down outside of the movie theater. I fell down outside of the store. I just picked myself back up. People seen it. Nobody cared. I picked myself back up and I brushed myself up. That's life. And that actually made me think of something. It made me think you could go out there, follow all the steps, do everything right, and not succeed. That's not called failure, everybody. It's called life. You're not going to go out there every single time and get everything right. You're not going to go out there every single time and just be the crazy, most badass person in the world. No. Sometimes you're going to do funny things. You're going to say something funny. You're going to act weird, and that's fine. But it's all up to you. You are the one that actually makes everything in your life. That's why I say it's only embarrassing if you're embarrassed. Nobody can hurt you without your permission. Well, that's not true, but it is true when it comes to emotions. Nobody can make you angry without your permission. Nobody can make you sad without your permission. Nobody can bring you down without your permission, because if someone is trying to bring you down, they are already beneath you. That is the absolute truth. You will have bullies in this world, people that hate, people that try to bring people down. And all I can say about those people is hatred only stems from people who hate their own existence. Okay? Hatred really stems from people who are having a bad day. And that's what I've noticed, okay? There was a time, I'm going to be honest, a couple of weeks ago where I beeped at somebody on the road. Okay? I beeped at them. But I was having a bad day. I was having a bad time. And honestly, that beep came out of anger from things that weren't even them. Okay? That's what you need to realize. So when you have these thoughts in your brain, oh, I'm hopeless, oh, I'm a loser, I can't do anything right, I'm horrible. When you have those thoughts, you are going to subconsciously project that onto your reality. You're going to literally take other people's thoughts and rearrange them to make you believe that they believe what you believe. Isn't that a crazy paradox? Relaxing is a crazy paradox too. When you try to relax, you actually can't relax. Everybody, I don't know if I have a problem, okay? But let's just say okay, just take a look at my nails right now, okay? I know this is completely off topic, but they're bitten to shit, all right? This is super embarrassing, right? But what if I don't care? I have a problem where it's like right now. If I don't even know, but if something is happening, I can't really my brain scatters, And also, yes, I'm at McDonald's. I'm about to get some food. I'm about to be a Big Mac. You already know how it goes. But that's another embarrassing level on its own. But all I'm trying to say, everybody, is don't let people get to you. Don't get embarrassed. Because it's just not worth it. Not worth it to sit there. Because here's the thing, everybody. You have a problem. If you start worshiping the problem, worrying about a problem is worshiping the problem. Okay? If you're worrying about a problem, now you have two problems. Okay? Do not keep on adding and adding and adding. Whatever is going to happen anyway, regardless of the fact. Okay? Me, I'm 20 years old. Okay? And like I said, I have been embarrassed a handful of times. There was a time in freshman year where I was outside in the lunch area, because you're allowed to go outside in high school. Well, at least at my school, you were allowed to go outside and eat your lunch. There was a time where I was wearing, I think it was khakis. Those you guys know, those cream khakis. You guys know what I'm talking about. The brownish ones. I was eating, and then all of a sudden, boom, I bent down and I ripped my pants. This was also a point in my life where I would carry around a binder everywhere I went into my classes. I would carry around a binder. I wouldn't carry around my books, a binder. That was always around my, I would sit with it too. A teacher even made fun of me before for it. But anyway, ripped my pants, and my mom had to come get me new pants. But anyway, you know, like, in moments like that, bro, in moments like that, honestly, your friends could laugh and all that other stuff. Like, it doesn't really, like, I don't know, man. Because, like, if someone's laughing at you, like, your friend, someone that you, like, sometimes it could be funny. But then other times it's like, what the hell? You know? And if you always want to continue to learn in life. Okay, I mean, listen to this. The true master is an eternal student. That's not what I mean. I don't mean like you're a student forever. I just mean like you're always learning. You know, I mean, you don't know what you don't know, you know? So if you go out there and you just believe, oh, I know it all, you actually don't. You know, why do stupid people think that they know everything? Because the lack of knowing. Okay? It's the lack of knowing. You know, it's the lack of actually being. You know, it's like a box outside of a box, outside of another box, outside of another box, and then eventually there's a line out the door waiting for you. And that's the worst part. You know, but if you're trying to get rid of your embarrassment, there's only one way to do so. You will stop caring. You will stop caring and thinking about what people think about you when you realize how seldom they do. They don't. People are not thinking about you. Think about this. When you wake up in the morning and you're getting ready for school, college, whatever you're about to do. Think about, you know how much you're thinking about yourself in that moment? You're looking at, oh, your insecurities, all the little things that are wrong. But in reality, every single person in the world is also thinking the same thing. Everybody has their own problems. Everybody has their own struggles. Everybody is afraid to a certain level, you know? But if you are scared right now, you will be scared always. You need to do it afraid. You need to do it alone. You need to do it with that uncertainty inside of your chest, everybody, because the truth is the only certainty inside of this life is the fact that things are uncertain. Okay? So be unapologetically you. Make that cringe joke. Do that thing that you want to do. Because why not? You know, why on earth would you let the opinions of people who don't even like themselves, opinions that won't even matter in 10, 20 years, dictate your entire life? Do not let 10 people, 5 people, a couple of things, your sad story, the things that happened to you in your past dictate the rest of your life. You know, from the moment you're born, you only know what someone has taught you. So if someone's teaching you the wrong things, because if the world were to forget your name right now, and only remember and people only remembered how you made them feel, what would be the scenario? You know, because that's the truth, everybody. People may not remember you. Okay? That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. But it's how you make somebody feel. Okay? That is what they will never forget. Okay? So if you laugh, if you disrespect, if you hurt, that leaves a mark. Okay? Scars are just a simple reminder that your past was indeed real. That it did happen. You know, the fact that I still think about my past, the people, the things, it just shows me that it was real, that it existed. But it's not about reliving it, because you can't read the same book twice and expect a different ending. It doesn't work that way. You need to learn how to let go, and move on. It's time to move on because it just doesn't matter anymore. What happened to you in the past, that just in order to move forward, you need to look back. You need to look back on what was. Because if you forget what was, you can't be grateful for what is now. Remember the struggle. Remember where you came from. Remember how hard it was to get where you are. And most importantly, everybody, don't be embarrassed in life. Never. I was embarrassed a lot. Always freezing up, stuttering, never knowing what to say, face turning red, not knowing if I should talk to the girl, do the thing. Everybody, think about this way, and this is something that I forgot that's just coming back to me right now. Let's pop ourselves into a little scenario. Let's say we're at lunch, right? There's this really cute guy, girl, whatever. You want to talk to them, all right? You don't talk to them. Okay, let's just say you don't do it in this scenario. You go home and you do the same thing, right? You go home, you go back to that same dark room. Now let's say you do talk to them. Let's say they reject you. 30 seconds of embarrassment, 20 seconds, 10 seconds, if you even allow it to happen. But you're still going back to that same dark room, so why not give it a chance? Why not actually try to make something happen? You lose nothing in trying, everybody. You lose nothing in trying. If you cannot beat the fear, do it scared. Do it alone. Do it with nobody. Because you had nobody anyway. As long as you have yourself, you have somebody. Be the person you wish you had. Treat yourself with love, respect. And most importantly, do things because you want to. Do things because you want to. Do things that put a smile on your face. Hang out with people that celebrate you, not just tolerate you. Realize that it's only embarrassing if you're embarrassed. So move forward. Realize that it's only life, that things happen. That not everything is going to be perfect. But you'll live your life anyway, because if you wait for every single thing in your life to be perfect in order to live your life, you will never live your life. As soon as I get that car, as soon as I get my own place, as soon as I get the girl, then things will be better. No. You'll play that game your entire life. So get out there and make this life yours. Okay? And control your emotions, okay? Don't ask, how do I not care what people think about me? Ask, how do I better manage what people think about me? Okay, because the truth is, you will never not be able to care about what people think about you. But who you seek that validation from, you can change. You can't change the people around you. Consider how hard it is for you to change yourself. However, you can't change the people around you, but you can change the people around you. Don't let it go over your head. It's only embarrassing if you are embarrassed, everybody. Stay positive. Enjoy your day. Do funny crap. Crack a joke. Go make that video you wanted to make. Because the truth is, nobody cares like they think. Nobody cares like you think they do. Also, I'm just gonna say it. My hair is a mess. Yeah, I know. I'm aware. Stay positive. Don't laugh. I'm gonna go get some food, I guess. Enjoy your day. And don't be embarrassed. There's other embarrassing things that have happened in life. This guy's cranking something. I will see you guys when I see you guys. Stay positive.